Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. After such a long time, I do apologize that I haven't been doing videos. I've been so busy with school lately. Um, it's just been so much going on with finals and stuff. I'm in an HTML class, and I was really freaking out because I got super behind in terms of work. Uh, and I almost didn't know what I was doing at that point. So, I spent a lot of time this week kind of just focusing on getting all that stuff done and doing the best that I could on my website for that class final. And it ended up paying off. Got a pretty good grade on it. Started getting things back to the way that they should be, or at a comfortable level. So, I apologize, and I also apologize for those of you who are waiting for Metroid Prime 3 to continue. I'm actually taking a bit of a break from that tonight, but the next video will go back to Metroid Prime 3. The reason why I'm taking a break today is because today, well, I guess technically it would be yesterday by this point, um, Phantasy Star Online 2 got its PC release in North America. Um, which is like a huge deal to me. I played it on the Xbox. I love it on the Xbox, but this game is originally a PC game at its heart. So getting the PC option feels so much better. Anyway, Phantasy Star 2. For those of you who don't know, Phantasy Star Online is this massive multiplayer online game, or MMO. More specifically, it's an MMORPG, role playing game. Uh, it started off on the Dreamcast, the online series anyway. Technically, Phantasy Star started off as just a JRPG for the Sega Master System, and then the three sequels to the original game ended up going on to the Sega Genesis. There was a bunch of games that came out for it. That were exclusive to Japan, but we got the first four games, so that was cool. And for those of you who don't know, Phantasy Star is kind of like Final Fantasy. It's got more sci-fi elements, clearly, as we're looking at starships here. Uh, so pretty cool. Um, but it ended up getting kind of a revival on the Dreamcast with Phantasy Star Online, which was the MMO portion of it. Uh, it was a pretty popular game among Dreamcast owners, as far as I'm aware. Utilized the Dreamcast keyboard and stuff like that. Uh, and I think it predates World of Warcraft, so kind of like a push toward that genre of gaming. But, you know, across the years, there wasn't like a direct sequel to it. They released the episodes of Phantasy Star Online. There were four of them in total, with the third one being exclusive to GameCube and also changing up the gameplay style dramatically. And then, the fourth one was PC exclusive. Uh, Going back to the Dreamcast, obviously, Dreamcast kind of died off pretty young, and it was only relevant for about 2 years. So it ended up getting or the game itself ended up getting re-released on Xbox and GameCube. I don't know about PS2, but it might have gotten released on there. I just don't remember. But all systems ended up getting a release of some form of Phantasy Star at some point. So plenty of spin-off or plenty of sequels, so to say, and ports throughout the years. Then 2012 comes and we get Phantasy Star 2 or Phantasy Star Online 2. But it was exclusive to Japan. And it would remain that way till this year. When Microsoft ended up taking up the porting. To be fair, a lot of people have tried porting this game to America. I believe PlayStation was the first one to step up to the plate, and then I guess plans fell through, which kind of sucks, but you know, things happen. Then Nintendo was gonna help do their own port of it, but plans fell through for the American port. Instead, they worked on like a spin-off or something for the Japanese market. So, 8 years it takes to port a game like this, apparently. So, when Microsoft unveiled that at E3, I was like, "Oh, this is my time to shine." But anyway, I'm that's pretty much all there is to the history of it. You know, it's just a game that some of us have been kind of waiting a while for. Um, for those of you who are thinking about getting into this game, you know, bunch of cool stuff that you can do. I already have a character made up, but as you can see, you can go into quite a bit of detail with these characters. Their character creator is fantastic. There's so many factors that go into it. I made mine kind of look like mine, or at least sort of at the time. I guess I kind of look like him. He's definitely skinnier than me, though. uh, but yeah, so right now I'm just kind of in. Oh, I gotta keep forgetting there's text bubbles that pop up. You gotta click through them. But yeah, I'm not gonna do anything specific. I'm kind of just showing off the gameplay here. I mean, I can go pick up quests down here and stuff like that. Got cool little cinematics going on in the background. When the beta for this came out back in, I think it was April. No, it was March. Pretty sure it was March. Those screens they ended up showing trailers for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and it was cool. I'm surprised they didn't keep it in there for a little while longer. They could be updating it with new game trailers and stuff like that. But it was kind of cool at the time. I enjoyed it. So this guy provides client orders and stuff. There's plenty of these people. They're kind of like side quests. Main quests you get in the main lobby. I'm not gonna read through all that because I don't really care much for it. Says I completed a quest too. Anyway, just to clarify, this area is kind of like your shopping hub. You pick up health items, armor, weapons, stuff like that, with the money that you collect throughout the game, or the money that you pay for. I, for one, don't pay for it, but I'm sure there's plenty of people that do. This is one of your quest hubs or whatever, or visiphones, where you can receive, your reward items and stuff like that. Yeah. Huh. Thought I would show, like, my quest items or whatever. It doesn't matter. There's a casino area here where, you can just chill out and, maybe play a game with one of the AI blackjack dealers or whatever. I always default to the blackjack stuff because it's just easy to fool them and stuff. Got a pretty big knack for blackjack. Here's the main area. This is the area you'll start off in when you complete like the first somewhat quest mission, I guess. It's here that you'll pick up your quests from these ladies over there. You'll also see like a bunch of players kind of just pop in here after quests are done and stuff. And I think the black tiles up there turn red when there's like a huge in-game quest that pops up. There's special events that show up and whatnot. Right now, they're doing something story-wise, I think. I guess there's like some characters that get married in this. I'm not too sure. I don't really pay much attention to that. Honestly, when I get into this game, all I'm really doing is just popping in and going on, little grind missions. I do quests, but honestly, I haven't really been too focused on it. I haven't played this in a while either, so Alright, well, alright, leave me alone. So you can start off in a position with other players, or with, just players in that general area, or you can start off in the starting position. I always go starting position. I'm not really like too crazy about, doing team effort missions and stuff. Uh, Mainly because people are really quiet on here. So, that being said, if any of you guys want to end up joining me for some gameplay, by all means. So this is pretty much the gameplay, or at least my character's gameplay. You have an option to choose the type of class that you join. Mine is a ranger, I think. So he specializes in guns, which is just the way I like it. Plays just like a third-person shooter. That's all I can ask for. It has RPG elements, but for the most part, it's purely for leveling up your stats. Which is fine by me. So yeah, you can pretty much just cheese everything from up high, and like nothing's gonna try and hurt you. These flying things might try to kill you, but fortunately I can just stand up here and pelt them away. That guy there is infected by the main antagonist of the game, the Fall, or actually I don't remember the name of it. It's not Fall, it's something else. I think it's called the Fell. Not to get confused with the Warcraft thing. That looks like a friendly. It can hurt you though. You don't technically kill them though. They get up after like laying down there, and then they run off. You can shoot them again for like a little bit of experience, but typically they just run away. I think that's called a rappy. Then they dig into the ground and leave. So right now you'll see that it's raining. It'll clear up after a while. The weather's kind of different in certain areas. Sometimes it'll be raining in one area, and then you'll come in and it'll be sunny. It's just coded to change the weather as time goes on. I don't think the time of day changes, though. I haven't checked, so we shall see. So compared to the first Phantasy Star Online, I feel like this game controls a lot better. First of all, you can do dodge moves and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. You can also zoom in your sights. You have a lot more freedom of movement. I'll actually do a video on Phantasy Star Online 1, because it is still active. You can basically get it on Blue Burst, or Phantasy Star Online Ultima, or whatever. And you can play on their servers and stuff still. Sega servers are gone, obviously, but everything else you can play, or custom servers, you can play on those still. Clearly, it had a pretty decent fan base. I mean, there's still people playing it to this day. I am getting cornered here. Oof. Trying to roll into me. Can't jump over that. So you'll see that my firing kind of changes between, kind of a short controlled burst and a rapid fire burst. You have different setups where you can choose how your weapon shoots depending on the button click that you allow. Kind of neat. Also has a little grenade launcher apparently. You blow these open and you'll get little items out of them or money, provided you have the room to hold them. Yeah, it's a pretty fun MMO. I really hope that people pick it up more. I don't think it's nearly as popular as they were thinking it was gonna be, and I had my theories on it when they mentioned it. As I'm sure a lot of people collectively went, "What the heck is a Phantasy Star?" when they unveiled it at E3. But then again, you know, Xbox has a little more history with Sega franchises, if you ask me. Um, like in terms of you know, Sega games for their consoles, the original Xbox pretty much took over like a bunch of. Ooh. Hold on. Oh, got this wolf thing trying to attack me. I want to pick up those guns. Sega ended up putting like a bunch of games on the Xbox after the Dreamcast went away, so I would hope that that a lot of Sega fans ended up going over to the Xbox. Although, you know, PlayStation 2 had its fair share as well. Wow, these are all really good weapons. I really should get rid of that. You know what? I'll get rid of that. Why not? That's right. I gotta unequip it. Sorry, getting kind of sidetracked here. For a good reason, though. Whatever. I'm not too worried about it. I kind of like my elbow rifle. It's the weapon I started... Well, not the exact weapon I started off with, but it works very similar to it. It's also just a really cool looking gun. That gets the job done. But anyway, I would hope that a lot of Xbox fanboys are natively Sega fans as well. And a lot of them would know what this is, or were at least expecting it. That being said, I know that a lot of people probably still don't like care too much about this, and that's fair. Oof, he actually hit me. So you'll see this red bubble that kind of pops up. When it pops up, if you hit the button as it happens, you'll see that you kind of like spark up there. It basically makes it like an instant fire thing or whatever. Not sure what the proper terminology for it is, but it's pretty dope. Tears through bosses and stuff when you do that. Anyway, I'm kind of just messing around here. There are a lot of bad guys here, though. Oh, what that did. Oh, it dropped the sword. I think it resurrected some things too. These are enormous. Kinda gotta be careful here. I think they're gonna team up on me. So you may be, or some of you may be wondering why I don't have the sound up. Honestly, for nights like this, I typically don't, or for games like this, I typically don't turn on the sound. It's just not really my my style for nights like this. This is kind of just a chill evening. When Metroid Prime comes up, I'll turn the sound back up, but I'm using my external mic here, listening to music in the other from my phone. I guess I'll drop those, if I can. Oh, okay. Can't drop the item. Can I trash it? Wait, what are the stats on it? I'll just throw away that beam. I know technically I could sell it for money, but I don't really feel like it. If I see a weapon here that looks cool, I'm gonna pick it up. And with that being said, I'm gonna try and equip it. Move that. Oh, I can't equip it? Oh, I can't equip it. Whatever. Oh, drink a health item. Well, that's kind of lame, but whatever. My other guns are probably still back here. We'll go and pick those up. Drop off the stall. Remove that. We will drop. I guess we'll drop that thing. Or just trash it. I'm sure there's some people that are watching that do know everything about this game and are probably freaking out that I'm dropping these. I can't use those guns either. Really? Do I have to be a certain level? What? I would think they'd let me use these. I mean, I'm the gun guy. Whatever. I'll just equip the gun blade or gun sizer back there. There's no skin off my sleeves. I need to close the window. It's getting freezing in here. There's another player, in case you didn't notice. Just got a little familiar with them. It's like a little helper that'll attack and stuff. Technically, we have one too. Everybody's able to use this thing called a mag, which is a little floating robot thing. Kind of neat. I wish I'd have been on earlier for the beta testing, because there was a Dreamcast mag that you could get for certain days, and it's like, man, that would have compelled me to use it more. But no biggie. I think somebody just leveled up. My headphone keeps popping out of my ear, falling out. I probably can't use that either. Anyway, we gotta move on. Sorry, that's my roommate. He just started up his car, so he's heading up to work, fighting the good fight in times like these. So here's a code or an emergency thing. There's usually one of these when you're walking around. Essentially, it just comes out to you killing like 7 of a certain enemy. You can choose to do it if you want, don't have to. Typically I do it because I think it does give you bonus points. I guess that guy completed it though. Whatever. These boxes are blocked off because I didn't hit the button or whatever. I think if I hit that... No, it's just data pod. Usually there's like a pad that you step on and it opens it up for you. Whoa, a lot of birds. looking like an Alfred Hitchcock movie in here. I just love how this game feels. Like, it's got a really nice flow to it. It always feels like you're moving, and it always feels like you have something to do. You're never just left idly standing by or whatever, which is what really gives it its appeal to me. Anyway, we step in here and we go against our boss. Well, not our work boss, but the enemy boss of the area. So, again, we have guns, so we can pretty much, take care of this guy, no problem. Not really timing my shots right. But he'll charge after us every once in a while, just, keep shooting him. Try to dodge him when he jumps at you. It's a level 7 Fang Banshee. I think they're all level 7s on this, but well, I wouldn't know. Ugh. So, got some drops here. Honestly, not a very good drop, but that's to be expected. That's kind of a beginner's run through, which is what you'll probably be doing if you do end up playing this. Expect an S rank on that every single time, unless you die. Then expect like an A or B. But yeah, this wasn't gonna be a very long video. This was just kind of to let you guys know, hey, I'm back. Despite all the time I took off, it was also just kind of a time for me to like catch up on some other games that I wanted to play that I wasn't doing for or for YouTube and stuff. Believe it or not, I have a pretty big back catalog for my Switch, and one of the games I have been playing is Zelda Breath of the Wild. I would like to do a video for that in the future, but that's one of those games that I prefer to beat and then play for the videos, just so I'm not wasting too much time on each episode. But yeah, that being said, I did want to, show this one off. This is a really cool game, and I'm only scratching the surface off of this. Give it a go. If you have Windows 10, this game is absolutely free. You can buy like specific versions of it that, well, not versions, but you can buy bundles that have like cosmetics in them and stuff. So like if I paid $60, I could technically get like a bunch of in-game cash and cosmetics, like a Sonic and Tails outfit for my character, or armor for my character. Personally, I don't feel like spending that much money on something like that. I'm perfectly fine with the base game and all that, so I'm here just to play the game. Cosmetics, honestly, they don't really matter that much to me. Unless I'm spending like maybe $1 or $2 on it, yeah, just let me play the dang game. But yes, if you have a Windows 10 PC or you have an Xbox One, this is a totally free game. Pretty fun game to play with friends if you have them, which I'm sure you guys do. But it's also a pretty good game to play on your own too. I definitely play this one more on my own. I've got some friends that pop on here and there, but typically it's just me going through the loops and stuff, doing my daily login and all that. But yeah. So that's pretty much all there is to say about it. I'm gonna end the video here. If you guys want to have me continue with this, let me know. Maybe I'll get some guys together. I'll actually figure out what I'm supposed to be doing at this point. Because at this point, I'm literally just running around killing enemies, ranking up and stuff, getting higher levels. I'm probably overqualified for a lot of the quests I need to do right now. But yeah, if you want me to continue, leave a like or leave a comment in the section. Leave a comment in the comments section below. Can't believe I messed that up. And then I'll get back to you on that. I'll maybe set aside some time to do game nights with this. But next time you see me, we will be playing Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. And my headphone is just not having it. So, yeah. I will see you guys next time. You guys have a fantastic day, night, wherever you may be. Stay safe.